Crypto is a space full of weird twists and turns. So today we're diving into 5 of the most outrageously bizarre and funny stories that have actually gone down in crypto. Be sure to stick around for the honorable mention. It's so insane and funny, you'll think it was made up. Let's go! At number 5, we have the ICO water craze. In 2017, there was an ICO craze. ICO stands for initial coin offering, and it was a method to raise money out of nothing. Buzzwords were being tossed around left and right, and white papers were all the rage. That's when the Genesis Research Group came out of nowhere and promised to revolutionize the water industry using blockchain tech. Their vague pitch claimed that their token would be able to track water distribution and solve global thirst. Without explaining exactly how using blockchain tech would be able to achieve this, or where it even factored into it. This was a time when investors were throwing money at pretty much anything, and the water ICO got a lot of it, thanks to grand promises and buzzwords like blockchain-powered hydration, even though no technical details were ever provided. The ICO raised millions in ETH, fueled by FOMO and speculative mania during the peak of the ICO bubble. The founders disappeared shortly afterwards, of course, after taking all the funds and leaving investors high and dry, as in without water. What's crazy is that the website is still up, and you can check it out for yourself at watertoken.io. At number 4, we've got the Quadriga CX mystery. In 2019, Gerald Cotton was the CEO of the largest crypto exchange in Canada. One day, he decided to travel to India, where he died due to complications from Crohn's disease. What's worse is that Cotton was the only individual with access to the exchange's wallets, which held a whopping $190 million in customer funds. But then, some strange things happened. No one could actually verify that Cotton was really dead, and no autopsy was ever conducted. Reports revealed that Quadriga CX was operating as a Ponzi scheme using new deposits to pay out old withdrawals. Turns out, Cotton wasn't just running a crypto exchange, he was running a one-man luxury bank with customer funds. Think $600,000 yachts, 17 luxury properties spread across Canada, and a private jet. And here's the thing, to date, they still haven't been able to exhume the body to confirm whether he's dead or alive. So there's a very good chance that Cotton could actually be living it up somewhere with nearly $200 million of customer funds. And we'd be none the wiser. So I guess crime does pay. Sometimes, like if you fake your death and stuff. At number 3, we have John McAfee's $1 million Bitcoin bet. John McAfee didn't live by the rules. He made them up so that he could live the life that he wanted. Jungle compounds, 2 presidential campaigns, and a Bitcoin bet where the stakes were way too high. He also claimed to have hacked the NSA and the CIA. He was even detained in the Dominican Republic for trying to enter the country with an arsenal full of weapons on his yacht. And we're only scratching the surface here of how crazy his life got. Seriously, John McAfee warrants his own video or documentary or whatever. Anyway, in 2017, McAfee boldly predicted that the Bitcoin price would reach $500,000, stating, "If not, I will eat my own dick on national television." He later doubled down, forecasting a $1 million price target by the end of 2020. But in January that same year, he retracted these claims, claiming that they were a ruse to attract more users to crypto. McAfee often shared unconventional views and conspiracy theories. In 2019, he tweeted about receiving subtle messages from US officials threatening his life, which led him to get a tattoo that read "whacked." He talked a bit about it and he said, "If I suicide myself, I didn't. I was whacked." In October 2020, while McAfee was imprisoned in Spain, he tweeted, "Know that if I hang myself a la Epstein, it will be no fault of mine." And sure enough, on June 23rd of 2021, McAfee was found dead in a prison cell, with authorities ruling his death a suicide by hanging. How do you explain that? Coming in at number 2, we've got Heath Morgan's hilarious rap videos. When authorities cracked the case of the 2016 Bitfinex hack, they expected hardened criminals to be behind it. Instead, what they found was Heather Morgan, aka Razzlecon, a self-proclaimed
just wanted to tell you
economist,
about my
writer,
music video
rapper.
that is...
Her lyrics are unforgettable, but not in the way you'd think. She recorded songs like Versace Bedouin and Faux King Bad Batch. Her rap lyrics included lines like,
I'm many things. A rapper, an economist, a journalist, a writer, a CEO, and a dirty hoe.
and gems like,
I'm a motherfucking bad bitch. Go on, make me a sandwich. You annoying like vag itch. So lame. It's fucking tragic.
Meanwhile, her partner, Ilya, was, we could call him ordinary, except for the fact that he was the main orchestrator behind the hack. He was very, very low-key and a Silicon Valley type with a BA in psychology. Apparently, he was also incredibly reserved, and there's not really that much to know about the guy. Anyway, authorities caught up with the couple in 2022 after tracing blockchain transactions from the stolen Bitcoin to wallets under their control. Of course, their arrest led to widespread memes, with people marveling at how a couple laundering literal billions of dollars could simultaneously be so bad at hiding their tracks and so laughably bad at rapping. She was sentenced to around 18 months in November 2024, whereas Ilya received 5 years in prison with 3 to be served under probation. Maybe they could collab on an album once he gets out. And at number 1, we've got the Solana dev who ended up in hospital with third-degree burns. Mikkel wanted to make it out of the trenches, like many degens who trade shitcoins on a daily basis. So he created a token called Dare, and for 6 days he live streamed on pump.fun, a shitcoin website accepting dares from his audience so that he could pump his coin. On day 7 though, he doused himself in isopropyl alcohol and had friends shoot firecrackers at him. As unbelievable as it may seem, this act resulted in him being set on fire. Does he regret it? Who knows? One thing's for sure though, he didn't cash out at the top, and in the end, Mikkel didn't make much money from this wild stunt. Definitely not a bet worth repeating. Before you go, I've got a real doozy for you. Our honorable mention is the Ethereum fee for nothing. Mistakes happen all the time in crypto, but this one takes the cake. Imagine trying to transfer $120 in ETH, and you accidentally end up paying a $9,500 fee. Yeah, that really happened. In 2020, during the height of the DeFi boom, one user accidentally paid $9,500 in gas fees to transfer $120 in ETH. He fat-fingered because back then, gas fees had to be set manually, and the user entered an astronomically high number instead of something reasonable, like, I don't know, $10. To add insult to injury, the recipient of the fee, a lucky miner, got to keep the entire amount with no way to refund it. I wonder why that's never happened on Solana or Bitcoin. It's a stark reminder to always check how much you're sending and who you're sending your funds to. Crypto is unpredictable, hilarious, and oftentimes downright insane. If you've got crazier stories, let me know in the comments below. And of course, if you're into alpha, crypto stories, and Bitcoin like me, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm your host, Valeri Yoshi, and I'll catch you in the next one. You've been watching DJ Reports. Ciao.